guys and gals, just a quick rundown for this episode. I came to the point of installing the valves, ended up finding a tool to do the job. It works amazingly for only $20. So I ended up doing 3 valves and then found out that I messed it up. Keeping in mind that I'm not a mechanic. I apologize for some sloppy camera angles, as it was really tight for space and hard to do by myself. I know this probably isn't the way it should be done, but I did it this way and it worked out great. I hope you find this video useful, and please excuse my ways of explaining certain things through this video and using the wrong words for some parts.
Hello everybody. So we got to the point where it was Christmas and all the shops were closed pretty much. A lot of businesses close up for about 2 weeks. And when we were up to putting the valves in, that's whenever all the businesses closed. So my dad didn't have the tool to put these valves back in, and we're going to have to send it away, but I managed to find the right tool for it, which is this thing here. There's a lot of different types of them. He did have this one, which is the usual one. That doesn't fit this head. You can't do it. There's no way that you can put the pretty sure they're called keepers, I think, which is just these little things that surround the head of the valve. Pretty sure they're called keepers, but anyway, so I actually managed to find this tool for $20 on eBay, and it works wonders. And I pretty much got it the day that I found it. Luckily enough, the seller of this lives in the same city as me, so I went and picked it up locally. So I got it, and it works. Now I don't have footage of this side being put in, which is the inlet. I don't have footage of that because I'm a manager, and unfortunately I was at work. But I was just super eager to find out if this tool was going to work, so my dad just went for it. And it did, obviously it works, so he put in all of the inlet valves. I believe he did that yesterday and today. Currently today is New Year's Day, I think, the 1st of the 1st. Then I just got back from work. Super excited, came down, had a look, and now I've whacked in 3 exhaust ones by myself. It's not too hard.
Well, if you show me what way you're putting the spring on, and I'll tell you how hard it is. Which way's the spring going down?
Up it to the top, right?
No,
Wrong to the bottom.
that's right. Get out. Yeah, that's to the bottom. So if you've got them wrong or you don't know, pull them all back out.
Why does it matter?
Because, see how those two are compressed more than those there?
Yeah.
That's why you have that at the bottom.
Oh.
So if you're not sure,
Yeah, I'm not.
take them out.
So, what I showed you before, my dad came home after I think I did 4, and he came and had a look, and he asked me if I'd put the springs in the right way. Now apparently, as you can see here, this painted end, from this bottom layer up, when you spin it around, and I'll see if I can get it, when you spin it around, that distance between the first, sort of here and here, the first and second coil, is a lot shorter as compared to this one. And that means that shorter distance goes to the bottom first. So I had to pull them all out, for those 4 that I did, and make sure that they were, the short end was to the bottom, which luckily 2 of them weren't. So they've all been done now. So I'm halfway, I've got 6 left to do. I've been here for about 3 hours. But I'm not a mechanic, so I'm taking my time. Alright, so for other machines or devices or tools or whatever you want to call them, I'm not sure if you'll be able to do it the same way, but as you can see, because there's no keeper in there, you can sort of move this around a little bit. So what I've found is, because this cylinder head is slanted down, so you're trying to put it in when it's like that, so trying to fit that keeper down the bottom doesn't really work too well, because it's just working against gravity and it's just a fuck around. So when it's like that, it's a lot easier to get in. So unfortunately I don't have like a what's it called, like a tripod or anything to mount my camera on. So trying to show you guys while I'm doing it is kind of hard. So now I'm pushing it back up to the direction, to the top, coming in from the top, just dropping it in there, and then you just get, this is just a thin piece of wire, and so now it's sitting like that. So now what I need to do is move it like that, get that little bit of wire and just sort of just poke it around and play with it, and then it will slide in there. So just give me a sec. So as you can see, it's in the groove now. Now to get the second one in, it's sort of similar. So what you got to do is, let me get my little pointer. So I found that you actually, for this one, you don't need to do it at the top. In fact, maybe for the first one you might not even need to do it, but basically you just drop it in there. So I'll put it in and then we'll come back. Give me a second. So you don't have to try and fit it in the groove, you just want to put it in so it's facing the right way, like that. So you can see that all I need to do is just sort of jiggle it around. Now, because there's one already in there, you need to wind it in a little bit more, and as you do that, the keepers are prone to come out of their position. So you sort of still got to play around. If it's not going in, it's because you haven't wound it down further enough. So you keep going. Now the one that you're trying to get in, whilst winding this around, is almost always going to come out at some point. It has every time I've tried to do it. So right now, it's like that. So all I need to do, see if I can get it. So all you need to do is sort of and there you go, just like that. So now all I need to do is just, now hang on, just give me a second. God damn it. Now all you need to do, once it's here, is to just unwind it, and as you can see, it's now locked in. Now when I was trying to do it the first time, I was, man, like I've done 4 in probably 20 minutes, and the first 4 took me about 2 hours because I didn't know what I was doing. But that's okay. That's okay. All these little things I'm putting. What the fuck are they called? Sorry guys, I got a mental blank. These things, what are they called? I can't remember. One, the thinner side goes to the bottom. Now for everyone who's like, oh, you know, everyone knows that. Well, no, not everybody knows that. I didn't know this. I didn't know all this. Most of this stuff I didn't know. So it's not a matter of, you know everything, you can do everything. Like, I didn't know half of this shit, and my engine's in half right now, and I'm having a go at it. So don't think it's impossible. I mean, yeah, fair enough. I've got my dad here, he's helping me, he's experienced, 40 years as a mechanic. But nowadays we've got a lot of tools at our disposal, like the internet and, that's already in. We've got heaps of stuff. So, even if it's just basic mods. Like I've put on my own turbo back exhaust system. I did my own. I guess really the only thing stopping a lot of people is tools. But yeah, I did my own exhaust system, turbo back. I did my intercooler, pod filter. Pod filter's not that hard. So. And I'm not, I don't think I know everything, like, completely far from it. To be honest with you, the main reason I'm putting this on YouTube for you guys is because when I was, doing all my research and figuring out what turbo goes with what, like best setup, really there's no best setup, it's what you want. So for example, for what I want to achieve is drivability, and I don't want to rev the shit out of my car, to get power out of it, because it's my daily driver, but I still wanted to do something to it. So that's why I've gone external gate. It's why I've gone for a smaller turbine housing. And it's why I've also gone for a GTX turbocharger, a Garrett GTX 3076. Is because, and I'm also upgrading the exhaust manifold as well. So I'm hoping all of those things combined will help it to spool faster, which from doing my research I found. So whilst trying to do my research and trying to find this information out, there wasn't much on YouTube, especially on YouTube. I wanted to watch people actually do it, and I couldn't find much. So that's why I'm doing it. So if there's anybody out there that's like me, they can find me. It is done. They are all finished. Awesome.
So doesn't that just make things awesome? Finally, we can put the head back on. I can't wait to see what it looks like back in the engine bay where it belongs. Things start to get a bit heated in the next couple of episodes. You get to see what the final product will kind of look like. As always, any questions, you know where to put them. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned.